Okay, stop ko. Lahat sa ko si Ma'am Ching, kadot lang. Good morning, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Welcome to this year's beginning virtual parents orientation. So every year, St. Mary's Academy of Tagulwan have the parents orientation. But for this year, it will be since it is new normal, so we'll have our parents orientation via virtual. So before we will start, let's have our opening prayer to be led to us by Sister Maria Gracia D. Agda RVM. Thank you, Sister Grace. Indeed, by the grace of God, let Him help us throughout this year. Now let's move on. For this year, there will be new changes, new challenges, and everything is new. So without further ado, let's call on Sister Maria Adelaida C. Huiso RVM for her welcome remarks. Thank you, Sister Abby. Let us now have our orientation proper. The first one, not yet di ay. Ito pa. Ito lang. Kaya wala ko naka. Okay, wait. One, two, three. Before we will start our orientation proper, let me just remind you of the following reminders. Anna. Okay, name reminders. Ikaw itong pismas. Reminders that okay, wait. Reminders. Okay, so magkatagog reminders and all. Iswatan ako dito. Okay, let us now proceed to our orientation proper. The first one is the overview of distance education and the school continuity plan. Let us call again Sister Maria Adelaida C. Huiso, RVM. Thank you so much, Sister. Next in line is the outline of school plans on online or remote learning to be given to us by Mr. Genesis Z. Tayanes and Mr. Eliakim P. Valiente.
Good morning, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary, now and forever. So, Kim, what's on pag-present sa slides?
Ay nako, di ba I told you to send it to me?
Ay, okay.
I-send sa ko right now. GB.
Sample na sa nga slide ha.
GB. Will you please do it again? You call again Sir Genesis. And Mr. Tayanes, please send your files today.
Okay.
Okay, sige.
Thank you so much, Sister Abby. And now let us move on to the outline of school plans on online or remote learning. This will be given to us by Mr. Genesis D. Tayanes and Mr. Eliakim P. Valiente. Hey, Jen, are you there?
By the way, after this one, we will have round 2 ha. Kay medyo na ipalpaklets. We will have round 2.
Okay.
JB, move forward na lang.
Imong file.
Lagi ako pagkabay taon kasi lang.
Pila ka oras?
Kasi lang.
There seems to be some technical difficulties. You're experiencing it right now, so just wait and relax because Sir Jen will be here in a minute, okay? But Before we move on to Sir Jen, I'd like you to remind again that if you have questions, feel free to comment in our comment section, and then your questions will be taken care of by our secretariat. And then we will ask it because after the orientation proper, we will have our virtual Q&A. And also, you can pose your questions to a specific person, like Ma'am Enchi Zamaro, to our guidance counselor, Ma'am Shirley Pabeca, to our ACAD. Just post your question and put the name of the person that you would like your question to be answered. Okay? Also, attendance will be you will be provided with attendance sheet at the end of this one. In the attendance sheet, you will answer the attendance.
Jen Ana, Jen. Ana,
Ano dito? Napasa na nako. Nasa FB.
ani mo, okay.
Balik ko.
Oh, sabit lang ha, sabit lang. I-ready sa nako.
Looking face mask ay di pa igos ako.
Ito mo gitawag na dry run. Dry. Sige, do it again, please. Do it again.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sister Adi. And now let us move on to the outline of school plans on online or remote learning. This will be given to us by Mr. Genesis V. Payanes, our academic coordinator, and Mr. Eliakim P. Valiente, our student activity coordinator.
Good morning, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Thank you, Sir JB, for that present introduction. Today, I will be discussing about the school's online distance learning, including all of the modalities and all of the topics included in the discussion which pertain to the general overview of our online distance education. Okay, so as you can see, I have my presentation prepared, and then it's already filled with information, but incomplete information. So first, let's discuss about the learners. So there are two categories of learners. One is without connectivity. Category 2 and 3 are with limited and with connectivity. So it means your son or daughter, according to your capacity at home, we will be determining how many students will fall under category 1 and how many students will fall under category 2 and 3. So you have to remember that this particular Kanishima choice is very, very important because it will determine what kind of instructional modality your son or daughter will be dealing during the course of our school year. So it means if you have chosen later on, because parents will be asked to choose what is your preference in terms of the online distance education of your students. Will you choose category 1 without connectivity? It means if you choose category 1, you will be more on the MDL, or what we call the modular distance learning. And for category 2 and 3, will be on the online distance learning. Okay? So, dani palandaan, kinahanglan nato i-identify kung unsa gyud ang preferable nato nga modality pag-abot sa pagtuon sa atong mga anak. So, kung printed ta, if we choose category 1, printed yun ta tanan. Pila ang mga procedures ana sa pagkuha, sa pag-answer, sa pag-submit, nakauyon according sa unsay guidelines for category 1 or MDL na mga bata. For category 2 also, it's a different instruction because it will be more also on the online distance learning. So more or less, it's an online interaction, online classroom work, online instructional work of the students about their subject, their topics, their lessons. Okay, so moving on. Of course, distance education, we know already about this. Can we read everyone? Joke lang bitaw. Online learning, of course, this is when we talk about distance education, definitely it's an education without border because as you can see, the teachers are here in school while the students are away in their respective homes. But regardless of the physical setting, physical setup of the student, the learners, and the teacher, learning continues and instructional delivery continues through the help of technology. Or if not really technology, at least facilitated by a printed material like modules. Okay. Next is our for the modalities of distance education. Definitely, there are distinguishable facts about this. When your students are enrolled in ODL or online distance learning, definitely they will be involved in asynchronous e-learning and asynchronous e-learning. On the other hand, we have modular distance learning. For those category 1 learners, they will be more engaged in a printed materials we call modules. In other schools, we call this learning package, learning packets. But in our school, let's make it simple. We just simply call it modules. So the duration ng mga modules and ng mga synchronous learning is the same regardless of the modality. So if the module is expected to be worked by students for the next 5 days or 6 days or 1 week at least, then it's still similar with the ODL. They just differ in many areas, just like in interaction, they differ in real-time discussion, real-time consultation, but both modalities do have their share of strengths and weaknesses. Okay? So, yun na ang dapat nating tandaan. Next. Okay, so our Smat implementation of online learning, actually wala na siya laman nga slide, but we can move on forwards. Thank you. Okay, so this is actually the example for student schedule. Please bear in mind that the only schedule that we will be handing over to the students are those students who are involved in category 2 and 3 learners. Okay, not involved in category 2, but those students who are category 2 and 3. It means they are involved in online learning. Please bear in mind that when you talk about modular learning, the one that the category 1 learners will be dealing with, definitely, since they don't have real-time interaction, what will happen is that it's really purely a work student in the work text or the module or the worksheets. Okay? Wala talagang real-time safe interaction like video conference, teleconference, because that's why kaya nga nasa sa category 1 because they identify themselves as those students who has no capacity to provide the necessary technology to learn via technology-based learning like the category 2 and 3 learners. So therefore, ang schedule nga himuon is really for those with meeting. And the one with meeting is actually ang category 2 and 3. Ang sa category 1, wala sila meeting. Ang sa ila lang is kanus alang mag-pick up sa module o kanus sa ipasa ang ilang mga worksheets o activity sheets. But for category 2 and 3, they really have a scheduled online session in a video conference. And this is the format of their schedule. So in the actual schedule, let's move to the next slide. It would look like this, no? As you can see. So this is an example of a student schedule. So you have there uh, the student schedule for synchronous session. Please bear in mind, as what I said kanina, dalawa ang domain, dalawa ang phase ng learning ng mga category 2 and 3 learners. First is through the synchronous schedule or the synchronous session, which is yung actual teacher-student interaction through video conference. And then the second one is yung asynchronous e-learning nila, which is ano yan, self-paced learning using the prepared activities of the teachers that can be accessed online in their respective Google Classroom. So allow me to explain this one a little. Like as you can see, you have here the time domain. Or nawala. Asa man to? Okay, you have the time domain. These are the basic parts of the schedule of the student. So you have time domain, AM, and PM. So these are actually synchronous schedule. It means muning mga time na mag-meet ang estudyante o ang teacher via Google Meet, Zoom, unsa pa na diha na mga online or Skype baka ha or yung paborito ng lahat, group video sa Messenger. It depends on the teachers, no? But for the school, we have a fixed talaga na mga gamiton, which is Google Meet. Okay? Now, as you can see here, Monday morning, isa lang yun ang subject nila diha. And then they will be meeting their teacher, their assigned teacher, subject teacher, at least 40 minutes lang per subject. So in short, 40 minutes lang yung extent ng kanilang online video conference. Okay? So this is the schedule. Halimbawa, sa Monday morning, we have a schedule for homeroom with Miss Roberta at 8:10 to 8:50 a.m. And then their Google codes is actually this one. So each of the subject is corresponds to each of the classroom created by the teachers online. So napasabot later on if you as you will explore the learning management system of the school with Sir Kim. So you have there it will be presented sa function ng mga codes. Okay? So kana siya. We also have in the afternoon English, Tuesday morning Filipino, Tuesday afternoon is science, Wednesday morning math, Wednesday afternoon is MAPE, Thursday morning is CL, Thursday afternoon AP, Friday morning computer or HELE actually. And then in the afternoon is more on student activities, especially if they are junior high school. So as you can see, this is all of the synchronous schedules of the students. Now, you might be asking, Sir, daghana di sa vacancy time sa akong bata, sir. Do not worry because those vacant time will be spent for their asynchronous e-learning activities. It means nga kanang mga vacancy nila na oras will not be spent for wayward activities or unproductive activities. But more or less, it shall be spent in working their task in each of the subject. Again, isulti nato, di ba? Na asynchronous, mag-meet sila online, na apoy magtrabaho sila nga sila lang. Okay? So this will be the schedule that will be followed up until the next week towards the end of the quarter, towards the end of the school year of all the 4 quarters. Okay? So I hope you get the... Anyway, if you have questions about this, just feel free to ask. Okay? Next slide is... Okay, that would be all for my presentation. Thank you. Should you have any question, just feel free to ask. Leave a comment below. Leave a comment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Jen. For the continuation of the school plans on online learning, may I call on Mr. Eliakim P. Valiente.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. So, for my part, I'm going to teach you, the parents, of course, on how to use the Google Meet. Okay. So for now, that's all muna, and I'll be continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Kim and Sir Jen, for that outline. It is very comprehensive and very good plan. So, questions later will be entertained, and I'll just call your name to answer the questions. Okay? So, Let's now proceed to the SMAT support for parents. This will be given to us by Miss Ana Luisa P. Butad. Okay, I guess we're having some. Ana, are you there? Ma'am Ana? Ma'am Ana?
Sir, nakamute ata siya.
Okay, I guess Ma'am Ana is having some technical difficulties. Again, reminders, if you have questions, just feel free to comment in our chat box, and our secretariat
Ay,
will,
GB.
ah,
Dili ka manyato ha. Saan ba? Dili ka manyato ha. Bantay ka lang.
ini, uy, grabe, kabalo na dry run sa dito.
Oh.
Ay, oy, dito. Asa na si Ana? Ah, ano magbabay? Saan ba? Di mo alam kung si Ana, Bi. Ay, saan doon ako si Ana?
Good luck, Eliakim. Kung inaning may tabo ugma.
Jen,
Ah.
siguro si Ana, dire si Ana sa ako sa akong
Pwede na tapadala siguro mo di Akim. Murag mayo man ang mga computer dia. Or sa taas baka sa baka.
Ako magka doon, di ka magsapon ang, ang traffic pa sa internet connection.
Oh.
Kumusta man di sa Maru?
Ang butasas.
Okay ra ko diri. Okay ra ko diri waiting for my turn.
Jen, ay di ba niya?
So, Kim,
Jen,
Ah.
ako na ba upload na ba sa YouTube na ako wala ka? Yes, ma'am.
Uy mo ni i-record mo ni?
Uy, automatic mo dito sa YouTube.
Ay, pas.
naa
Pero
naman sa imo
nagkakuan sa
akong
naka-private. Yes, ma'am Chi.
naa naman sa imo akong PowerPoint, di ba? Di ba
Wala
imong
pa man.
gi-save ka ganina? Mo mag-gi-save ka ganina?
Wala, uy.
Hindi ko makita dito, uy. Bot nimo. Nana sa imo, di ba, Nana?
Naka-ready
Imo
na
nang
po na.
ma-attach. Okay.
Ano title? Ano title kanini?
Because my USB is also ready.
Da,
Jeannie,
nawan.
are you ready? Katawa sa mo, mintras while you can.
Okay, pasakan natin sila din. Okay, Jenny. No, it's not
Are you
Jenny.
ready?
No, it's not Jenny, it's Jeannie. No, the first letter is J, so Jenny. No, it's Jeannie. Okay, Jeannie, are you ready? Wait, somebody's calling me. Park,
Okay,
sa problema.
Nairobot.
Nanawag si Parba sa ako Nanong nanawag ka kay Parba?
Sige,
Nanong nanawag ka?
ako sa ning i-off imong isa ka Ako sa ning
Go,
i-off
go.
imong isa ka YouTube. Ha, kay
Okay,
Uy, Sheila,
go.
pangit ikay mong signal.
Okay na, Parba, yo, go.
Pangit kaya ang ano, signal ni Sheila.
Unsa? Unsa?
Ayun na, paulit
Copy kasi.
Putol-putol ka?
Gore. Sa, sugod na?
Let's go, please.
Gore. Hoy ka nang... Gore. Si Ma'am Ana ba?
Yes.
Yan sa siya.
Uy, saya man, saya na.
Wala, uy, magdunggan sa iya, ha?
Kansala, oh.
Nakana po
GB,
tayo.
GB.
Ah,
Dili mo siya madunggan, kay wala man. Sige, introduce siya palihog.
sige na, okay. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Jen and Sir Kim, for the outline of school plans for the online learning. Next, we have the Smat support for parents to be given to us by Miss Ana Luisa Pibutan, our faculty president.
Hello, good morning.
Mama Ana, go ahead.
Hello. Can you view my third degree? Hello, Sir JP.
Ay, naunsa naman ako. Ay, wala man din nakamute, sorry.
Report, Sir Jen. Sir Jen. Tanawa daw ko nila mo.
Nanag ja report? Ano na dito? Okay na. Okay.
Miss Butan. Miss
Hello?
Butan. Madam, kanang imong PowerPoint ba? Kanang imong PowerPoint, ihatag na sa kuha, pero dili na ka matispas.
Sir Kim, nag-send ko sa imo.
O nag-send ka? Aman.
Yes.
Nasa group chat?
Sa imahang, no, sa imuhang personal account niyo sa imuhang. Okay, for math course for parents.
Ulat.
Okay ka ba?
Butan, ulat.
Math? Ulat ba daw? Ulat ba daw? Nauy, lubugok kaya akong nauy.
Ano ba? Nakublibat pa yan nangga.
Naglimag yan daw.
Murag supaw.
Atras di?
Ayaw na kalakuan.
Yes, Ma'am Ana, are you ready?
Yes, Sir Davey.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, for class.
I-introduce siya, introduce siya. Saka na
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Jen and Sir Kim, for the outline of the school plan. Now let's move on to the Smart support for parents to be given to us by Miss Anelisa Pibutan. Ma'am Ana? No. Histeria? Histeria ko ba ito? Ayun, histeria. Kasi may menchi naman lang yun eh.
Oh, ngano si Samaru man na.
Ano butad pa?
Seryoso kay ko kay ako ra isa.
Ma'am Rochelle, yan ka sa imo nga si Ma'am Ana.
excuse me, paminaw sa mga. Wala pala mo sa screen, dili mo madunggan. Busa kung iyaw mo, dili mo madunggan ha. Kaya mo madunggan pag namo sa screen, okay? So, aha na si Butan, inuok ko, nilamo na niyang sarili lukat, sarili katawan.
Lagi laptop na na, Gord. Ipabali na lang si Ma'am Ana kang pamrotsan nga laptop.
Ina si Mama Ana din nga magpalit sa mahalon nga laptop, dili ka nang speaker ng laptop. Murag labing sa nga kantaran nga. Ay, okay. GB, introduce yung introduce.
Si Ma'am Ana?
Please.
Okay, balik ka ha. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Jen and Sir Kim, for the outline of the school plans. Next, we have the Smat support for parents to be given to us by Miss Ana Luisa P. Butan. Ma'am Ana?
Yes, Sir JB. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Praise to Jesus and Mary. Hello, Sir JB. Can you view my report? Okay. Again. Good morning, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. For SMAT support for parents, what support could you expect from St. Mary's, especially during this distance learning? Next, to assist the parents, the following support will be provided. First, all the lines of communication between the parents and your child, school will remain open during the temporary school closure. So probably during Saturdays or Sundays, the students can contact their teachers, the concerned subject teachers, or especially to their advisor, or probably to their advisor. Then second, the school principal, the academic coordinator, subject area in charge, and the teachers will be available to answer your queries. Next, please. The teachers or staff may be requested for support of specific terms in the evening or if needed, so that distance learning is delivered at flexible hours. So we are advising our teachers to be uh, open always. So they will entertain your students or even you if you have queries, their parents, the teachers would attend to that. And of course, our office is charged. They are aware of that. And may I remind you, dear parents, to please update us your contact number. If you change your number or you've updated your number, please inform your advisor. And we suggest that if possible, aside from your contact number, your students may have their own number so that, or their own cell phone, so that if you are at work, your child can contact your teachers, their subject teachers rather. So that's all for the support that you can get from St. Mary's as for this during this distance learning. Thank you. And good morning.
Okay, thank you so much for that one, Ma'am Ana. Pero okay na subject. Pero tarawan na itong mic, no? Okay, so again, reminder, if you have any questions, so feel free to ask in the comment box, and then our and our secretariat will filter your questions, and then we will ask the persons in charge for that. Next, we have the SMAT parental commitment, the learning tips that parents can use with children, and the tips for working parents. This will be given to us by Mrs. Nancy S. Zamaro, our prefect of school discipline. School discipline. Student discipline di ay, sorry, bye. Our prefect of student discipline.
Hi, hello. Thank you, Sir JB. Good afternoon or good morning, dear parents. Okay, so slide please. Sir Kim, where's my presentation?
Ma'am Ching, basta kay kuan hay ngani ang signal nato nasa kay magyaw sa kagamay kay ngano ang akong role diri is kay prepare ang tanan. So anyway, gadalion man ako in as much as possible. So ang imo diha while waiting sa PowerPoint presentation, magkakak sa kagamay background sa imong kaugalingon.
Dili, pwede mo kanta?
Well, pwede nimo i-share imong experience sa sige pamubo sa bulak ingana ba. Okay, JB paki-introduce again si Ma'am Ching, ibaba na ko siya.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ma'am Anna, for that one. Now let's have the Smat parental commitment, the learning tips that parents can use with their children, and the tips for working parents. This will be given to us by Mrs. Menchi S. Zam.
Thank you, Sir JB, for the introduction. May good to. Oh, good morning, di ay. Good morning, dear parents. Kumusta naman ta? Kumusta naman ta in this crisis nga naa ta karon? Hinaot unta nga anaa ka mo sa kabaskog sa panglawas. Okay, so bisag unsaon nato og hunahuna no naa na gid ta sa new normal. So everybody gyud mag-adjust. Okay, so kailangan gid nato makibagay in this new normal. Okay, so this morning I am tasked to discuss with you the commitment. Sir Kim, next slide please. Ayun na siguro na siya ipaano. Okay, so there are three parts sa akong presentation this morning. Balik sa atong first. Okay, so parental commitment, dayon learning tips that parents can use with children, then tips for working parents. So hinaot unta mga ginikanan, makatabang kini kaninyo bisag gamay lang. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so how can you help your child during distance learning? Okay. So whether we like it or not, mauna gid na siya ang atong new normal no at this time. So parental commitment is really very important. It plays a vital role in the success of your child's distance learning. So kanang gibalita nga maingon bitaw nga wala na lay maestra kay kami man day magtudlo. Okay, so as parents, dili man pud siguro kawalan if we can be with our children, no, guiding them. Dili man siguro kamo ang magtudlo. You are just be there to assist, no, to assist your children. Of course, with your full support. So as your child engages in distance learning, you can provide structure, support, and guidance at home, which will have a noteworthy effective impact on the performance of your child. So, mo tong giingon ako kaganina, no, daghan man klase nga suporta atong mahatag sa atong mga anak. So, first, ang structure, no, so kani this is more on sa inyong balay. Then support, pwede pud nga ang atong presence dako nakaina siya nga ikatabang nga they will feel nga bisag layo ang ilang mga teacher, layo ang ilang administrator, but at least they have their parents or guardian beside them. Guidance, importante kaayo kay these are young kids. Okay? Second, your active interest in their online learning and providing the right learning environment at home will be a milestone of your child's success during this distance education. Now, we have to take note nga bag-o gid kaayos tanan ni siya, dear parents. Not only to you, but also for us. Kay sa kadugayon na nako nagtudlo dinhi sa St. Mary, wala ko magdahom nga moabot sa time nga ingon ani, di ba? Kung kinsa bagoy mag-imagine nga dili na tamagan ni sa eskwelahan. But we need to, welcome all these changes kay para naman sad ni sa atong kaayuhan labi na sa future sa atong mga anak. So ang atong support sa ila will give them the interest, no? Will give them success sa ilang distance education. Kay kung walay ma-feel nila nga walay support, lisod gid kaayos tanan. Okay? Next please. How would parents provide a safe learning environment? So, place your child's learning device in a common area of your home. So, meaning, naagid tayo area sa balay, no? Mag-assign, balag, adako nga balay, o gamay nga balay, pwede gid nato mapangitaan o pamaagi, no? Nga atong iplastar. Dili man ni siya pagwapuhay sa area or paluagay, no? Ang importante nga, maplastar na ay sila working area sa inyong balay nga where you can monitor their online activity and time spent online kay daw be pa man og even after the online class na gakatingala ka mo kay naarag gyapon sila sa in front of the computer paingon sa gabi or paingon sa kadlawon na maybe as parents or guardian dapat naagid na to check and monitor their online activity. Ato pud sigurong tanaw-tanaw unsa pa ba gibuhat sa akong anak kay dabig lain na iyang gibuhat. Okay? Next. For older children, this strategy will allow you to monitor them indirectly. Ensure that the learning space is always clean and disinfected. Okay, so ano naman ni siya, no? Kanang atok naman ni gabuhaton pirmi. So, i-disinfect and limpyuhan. Place a hand sanitizer and disinfectant nearby and make sure your child is washing the hands frequently. O kana siya. So, sa older children, pwede naman siguro nga di na kaayo nato na i-check basta kay butan naman sila ato lang silang i-remind as parents or guardian no nga anak especially na dawgay na kay sila tubangan sa computer so siguro next subject pag na break if they can have time they can wash their hand or disinfect. Okay, next. For younger children o kani lugar kay sa mga medyo lugar ni bata-bata pagid kaayo find it difficult to understand online safety or technical issues. So we advise the parents to check in with them from time to time and see if they are having any problems. Okay, kay at this point tanan man lugar ka-adjust so di nato malikayan nga there are times nga your child is having a difficulty, may it be sa iyang gadget or sa iyang signal. So it's really good nga naata we check in with them kay para ato silang magayran kay ano man ni siya for younger children. Okay. Learning tips that parents can use with children. Okay, so first, know your child's daily or weekly learning schedule and learning objectives beforehand. So as what says Mr. Tayanes said kaganina, the schedule will be provided. Okay, so as parents or guardian, it's best nga ato pong bawaan sa i-schedule sa atong kabataan anang adlaw or anang tibuok semana. I know you have your way no unsaon na ninyo nga para updated gid mo sa ilang mga schedule. Create a consistent daily schedule of learning and activities with your child. Okay. So sa inyo na no between you and your child nga namoy consistent nga daily schedule kay para pud maanad sila din at home na sila so everything is normal na dayon. Okay, next. Encourage and celebrate your child's achievements and efforts. Give positive feedback about how they are handling their learning. Okay. Encourage and celebrate your child's achievement. Dili man ni necessary nga celebrate nga unsa nga celebrate no kay especially nga we are not allowed to go anywhere else anytime. So ano lang siguro positive feedback or siguro pwede nga pag uli nimo dala nimo siya hamburger or siupaw or unsa ba ka kana diya yang gusto. Kay ano lang ba mga simple celebrations nga para sad ma-recognize ang iyang mga achievements ug iyang effort. Pwede nga gamay nga mga kuan baka pahalipay. Pila ra kalipay anang bata, no? Okay. Have one-on-one positive conversations and interactions with your child, especially if they are misbehaving. So dili pud buti pasabot kay distance learning man nga wala na lang gid pud kay kanang gitawag bitaw nga proper decorum o kanang discipline. So kung nakita ninyo yung mga anak nga unsa man ning akong anak nga mura man ni siya gula nagklase ira mag-schedule. So nakita nga mga misbehavior. So mas nindot gyud nga naamoy one-on-one, mag-istorya mo, no? Open line of communication kay interaction kay aron sad nga kanang kung nakita nimo nga nay i-correct, imo na siyang ma-correct. Dili na necessary nga i-remind pa ta sa teacher kay I want you to know also nga bisag distance learning ta, our discipline, no, towards our students still continues. Okay, next. Talk about the importance of the activity at hand. Okay, so may nang as parents and guardian, inyong mapasabot pod sa ila unsa ka importante ang mga activity. Kay daagan man na in our distance education, na man mga instruction ihatag ang mga teachers, no? So naagi din na ipasabot gid namo nga ayuhon og basa, tinud-on og answer, iseryosohon kay kung dili na mapasa, there are really impact no of that in their performance. Expose them to new learning experiences that will excite their interest, such as creating small learning competitions among siblings. So, kani sa inyo na sa nga part as parents. So, na mo'y mga ginagmay pud nga activity nga aron pud makasupport. So, may simply said nga dili lang ang pag-motivate sa mga bata is not only coming from the school, from their teachers, but also coming from the family. Mas maayo kung inyo na siyang mabuhat. Okay. Next, please. Next, please. So for working parents, so we know for a fact na halos working magyud ta, no? So understand the distance learning model and schedule of your school, including submission of deadlines, virtual classroom timings, and quiz or test dates. Okay, so kay working man ta, the more man I can relate man on that, no? The more nga we are absent sa home, the more nga we want to know. We want to know the schedule, the deadlines, the quiz, and maintain routine and create a consistent daily schedule of learning and activities that suits you and your child. Oh, effort gid ni mag-effort gid ta ani lugar, no? Mag-create og routine, mag-maintain og routine, then consistent daily schedule. Kay gabi og dugay kay gamata atong anak. Dayon mas maayo unta nga pagbalik nato sa klase pohon, next week naman gid naa. Ma-practice karon nga semana dapat naginahinay na ta pag-practice sa pagmata sa sayo, because though we are practicing distance learning, dapat nga naagyapon sa oras ang pagmata, dayon naka-uniform na, nakapamahaw na, kay para nga makafocus ang atong kabataan sa pagpaminaw sa ilang mga teachers. Kay dabig ka ng pag-atubang nila sa teacher na nagdamgo pa na sila, di ba? So may gito nga nakapamahaw na, nakaligo na, nakailis na. So atong gikinahanglan ang suporta sa atong mga ginikanan ani nga kani siya nga point. Okay, next. You may want to allocate some hours in the morning before going to work to learn with your child. Okay, so coaching, pwede po before going to work. Kay I know nga kung if we are working parent, time is really precious to us, no? A minute is a very important kuan na gid na siya parte nga. Before ta mo go sa work, ato sa siguro istorya atong anak. So follow up from teachers, your child's activities and assignments to know what to expect and to understand when assignments are due. Okay, so pwede po, we are making ourselves available. No, you can connect us with our messenger account. Dayon, pwede mi ninyo i-PM, pwede mi ninyo tawagan sa among cellphone. Okay, we can entertain your questions and mga queries. Divide monitoring and support duty with your family members. So kung busy gid kay si mama, dabi pwede si papa, dabi pwede si kuya, dabi pwede si ate, or si tita. So sa inyo na siya, no, you divide the monitoring support duty with your family members. So ensure that your child has not exhausted themselves physically early in the day, leaving them unable to focus during learning hours. So kani siya, muna ni siya ang discipline. Dapat po, in one of the webinars that I have attended, dapat as parents karon nga new normal, atog yung i-monitor ang ilang pagkatulog, no? Dili porket i-allow nato sila mag-atubang sa computer kay tungod lagi kay it is needed because of the new normal that we are in right now. But atog yung i-monitor nga wala na may activity, dapat naka-turn off na siya, mga gadgets and everything. We still monitor their going to bed. Kay para nga they will have the energy the day after or the next day. Kay buntag pa lang nangaluya na sila kay mga bilar. So wala gi kung bilar na wag gi may laki anang bilar no kay wag gid ta ana di gid ta naka-focus. So importante gid kaayo nga dili sila exhausted. Okay. Ay, maura di ay tuwa. So, thank you so much. I hope nga nakatabang mi sa inyo, dear parents. So, if you have comments, if you have addition, if you have question, you can post your questions in our chat box. No, you can comment down. You can comment below, and there are people who are in charge to take care of your questions. Okay, that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Ching, for that very comprehensive and informative and very basta tsada siya nga mga tips, especially for our working parents. Let us now go to the parents' role to ensure children's online safety and for its coping strategies. This will be given to us by Miss Estrella A. Pabeca, our registered guidance counselor.
Salamat, Jill. Thank you very much, GB. Good morning, maayong buntag, kaninyong tanan, parents. Yan na po ko dire karon, no? Mag-orient sa inyo nga about the role of the parents to ensure the safety of your children online learning. Then another the coping mechanism. So while waiting for my slideshow, my PowerPoint. Thank you, Kim, for my show. This is the orientation for this school year sa atong pandemic, the new normal. No, the parents' role to ensure children's online safety. Number one, keeping your child safe online is essential. Importante kaayo nga safety atong mga anak diya sa online learning nato. Be vigilant and supervise your child's activities online. Kinahanglan masuportahan nato atong mabantayan nato kung kinahanglan nga mabantayan nato ang atohang mga anak during sa atong distance learning. Kinahanglan nga atong computer. We will advise you to place the computer or laptop in a common area in your home within your supervision. Kinahanglan makita ninyo from time to time, makita ninyo unsay gibuhat na sa inyong mga anak. Number 2, kinahanglan ma-monitor. Number 2, frequently check the information and materials being exchanged between your child, their peers, and the school. Kinahanglan tan-aw nato unsa na ilang gibuhat dinha sa mga bata, unsa ilang giistorya dito sa ilang peers, no? Kay basic ang mga information lahi na, dili na para sa distance learning. Number 3, report to the school or take immediate action if you witness inappropriate and offensive content on the online platform. Kinahanglan nga kung makita ninyo nga binuang na ang mga nagibuhat sa inyong mga anak, kinahanglan nga i-report na din ninyo diri sa eskwelahan para kay mo na itong rule para atong matagaan dahil ng immediate action. Next. Kinahanglan abtik na mutanaw. Number 4, kinahanglan we can control your child's time spent online. Ingon ni Ma'am Ching, kinahanglan atong i-monitor kung asa ra sila kutob dapat magamit sa ilang online classes. Then unnecessary application not needed. Balik sa Kim. Unnecessary application not needed for online class must be restricted. Kinahanglan tan-awon jud kung unsa basig nag-online game na sila o nagduta na ba sila, kinahanglan nga makita na nato, makontrol na nato. Next is how can you help? Next topic is how can you help your child cope in this difficult time? No, during this time, how can we help our students or our child to cope in difficult time? Your child may respond differently to the impact of the COVID-19 depending on their age. So in the preschool, number one, you have to maintain regular family routines. Kung sa'y kasagara nga inyong nahimo, inyong ihimo, kinalang buhaton, i-maintain. Number two, show patience and tolerance. Kinalang pasensya jud ta. Pasensyahan ginato ang mga bata karon kay naaraman sila sa balay, sometimes ma-bored na sila. So ang pasensya, gikinahanglan jud sa ginikanan. Then number three, you have to provide reassurance. I-reassure gud ang mga bata nga kinahanglan mag-study gud sila, mag-eskwela gud sila, magtuon gud sila. Number four, encourage expression through play, reenactment, and storytelling. Kinahanglan nga imo sila encourage kung sa instruction sa teacher. Dayon, plan, comforting activities before bedtime. Kinahanglan planuhon. Sa mahinahon nga pagplano na makomfort ang mga bata. Avoid negative news and media coverage. Kung kailangan, kung pwede lang yun, dili na ipakita ang mga bata sa mga news na naadya sa atong mga dili maayong nga news sa atong TV, sa social media, ug sa other nga mga tao nga mga makahadlok sa mga bata. Then, we are talking about the elementary. So, coping mechanism, how to cope up, maintain regular family routines, pray with them, the basic Christian prayer. Family routine, unsa ba kada gabi ba mo mag-ampo before sila matulog, na ba may mga time, na ba may time sa pag-ampo. So karong panahon na siguro kailangan magbutang gid ta og panahon sa pag-ampo. Number two, organize play sessions. Allow your child to connect with friends. Ayo sa ninyo kuan nga dili na gid sila makagamit, dili na gid sila kay di man sila pwede moadto sa ilang mga classmates sa balay, kun dili siguro to connect is to use the cell phone, the internet. Pero kinahanglan restricted, monitored. Then number three is encourage regular exercise. Kinahanglan mag-exercise. Yun, ingon ni Ma'am Ching, kinahanglan matulog sa'yo, magmata sa'yo. Then nag-time for exercise. Then engage in educational activities. Kinahanglan sa elementary, kinahanglan yun na may ilang libro, so they can use the workbook, or kung naamangaling sila sa online, naa sa computer, na internet, so educational games is good for them. Para ma-divert ang ilang mga dapat ilang idagandagan na sa gawas. Number 5, participate in structured household chores. Kinahanglan unta sa pamilya, diya sa inyong balay, natutunan sila yung mga timetable or schedule. Kini siya karon orasa manglimpyo, kini nagi siya time frame na siya schedule kada adlaw sa ilang buhaton para kada adlaw mo na ilang tutulon. Kay kinahanglan na karong panahon na. Number 6, discuss the current outbreak and encourage questions. Kung say mga panghitabo karon discussan in positive way, then encourage them kung say ilang gibati, mangutaan na sila na unsa na. Kinahanglan we have to be patient and tolerant to listen to their questions. Then number 7, we have to help them create innovative ideas. Kinahanglan nga dili kinatanan spoon feeding nga kita tanan magbuot mo ni ilang buhaton kung dili dapat naagit sila creativity na mahimo through your guidance. Avoid negative news and media coverage. Kana gyud nga sa mga sahay mga fake news, no, nga mahadlok ta, mataranta ta, dili na din mo gawas imong anak sa kwarto kay nahadlok, so kanaon ta ang mali kaya. Okay, about the high school, no. High school, man na tong high school. Okay, let me quote this. Thank you. Sige na. Daghang kayong salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw. Kung naamoy mga pangutana, if you have questions, just write it, encode it in the chat box. or the comment section. Thank you.
Okay, salamat kayo. Salamat kayo, Ma'am String, no, sa imuhang mga guidance o mga words of wisdom na ginahatag sa atong mga parents. Okay, so that ends our orientation proper. So I hope nga nakuha to ninyo ang mga gingon sa ato ang mga school administrators. For now, let us proceed to the Q&A. I-consolidate na mo tanan ang inyong mga questions. After consolidating it, ihatag na ko ang questions, ipa-answeran din ako sa mga administrators nato. Okay, first question. This will be directed to Ma'am Ching. Ma'am Ching, para ni sa imong mga question, Ma'am Ching. Are the students required to wear their school uniforms during online classes?
Oh, it's choppy again.
Ma'am Ching?
I cannot get it. I cannot understand the question. Yes, again, please. I don't get it. Choppy.
I-rephrase na
Oh,
ko.
kindly repeat the question.
Required mag-school uniform ba ang mga bata during online classes?
Yes. Yes, they are still required to wear the school uniform kasi we need to have the feel of the school days. Okay, wear their uniform. Kung nanatay ID po, mag-ID po.
Sige, thank you so much for that, Ma'am Ching. So, again, mag-school uniform during online classes ang mga bata. Okay, next. This one is for Sir Jen. Sir Jen?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, Chairman. Go, JB.
Kung mag-modular una ang students, pwede ba nga maka-shift to online if in the middle of the school year na anay kusog nga connection sa balay?
Definitely yes, because that's what we call improvement. No, our school is really investing a lot in online learning in order for our students also to really work online. And again, there are many advantages for being with your other classmates online, with your teachers online, compared to MDL or modular, yung printed modular. I'm not telling that it's not effective, but when you talk about the advantages and disadvantages, I believe mas lamang gid ang online learning kumpara sa module lang. There are certain limitations to be acknowledged talaga. Yes, definitely they can improve from being an MDL learner or yung category 1 learner to a learner who is now capable of doing their work and tasks online. Yes, definitely they may. They can upgrade kumbaga or level up to category 2 or 3. Okay? Thank you, JB.
Sir Jen, para sa imo gyapon ni siya, Sir Jen. Ang sunod nga question. Sir,
Yes.
needed pa ba daw kuno og notebooks sa kada subjects?
Definitely, yes, needed yapon because you have to remember that especially halimbawa ko ODL, online distance learning, vital kaya notebook especially kung video conference. Why? Because there are actually words coming from the teachers that are not actually presented in not given in a written form or not posted online. So there are actually mga spontaneous na mga words or mga thoughts or remarks coming from the teacher themselves that are worthy also of being taken down into notes. Okay, so we are not totally disregarding the notebook, although we are not fully requiring the notebook. But if they wish to have a notebook for self convenience, kumbaga, they may use notebook pa rin.
They can. Okay, salamat Sir Jen. This next question is to Sir Kim. Sir Kim? Sir Kim. Dili man si Celia Pabeka. Dili mo si Menchi Zamaro. Sir Kim. Si Sweetie. Sir Kim? Sige. Pangutanan na lang na ako, sir, ha? Sir, magtanong
Yes,
ka.
please.
Pangit kayo imong microphone, sir.
Okay, sige, go ahead.
Sir, anay pangutana dire. Sir, unsa ang mga extracurricular activities nga ma-provide sa school this year?
Actually, mas daghan karon nga tubig. And then siguro, of course, all the activities will be through online. GB, I hope you're listening, GB. Baka na, maminaw ta.
Yes, naminaw mi sir. Kapi lang gyud ka.
So, sa ipakirepeat.
Ang question namo sir is unsay mga extracurricular activities nga ihatag sa school karon and then unsa ang way para mapatuman ko siya nga mga activities?
Okay, let me repeat. Activities will be provided through online with help of the advisors. And of course, we do have the same activities to be performed by the students, but through online. You cannot hear me?
Dili kanang kanang ka ba? Dili kanang ano gore kanang ano ba? Unsay tawag ano kanang murag nakaslangob. Sir Kim?
Ano na?
Hello?
Dili ka katulog TV?
Inaog daw imong ayo yan na inaog lang.
What? Like that?
Inaog lang imong ano ayo hawid ang mic inaog lang. Ana, sige, go istorya.
Okay na.
O kana.
Okay, let me repeat again. Activities will be through online. Again, we do have the same activities as last year, but through online with the help of the advisors. But of course, I guess if we are going to have an activity, especially group, I guess we will not pursue the group activities. Instead, individual performance representing the section.
Sir, sa imo pag sir. Ang sunod nga question.
Yes, please.
How about sa intramurals? How about sa intramurals, sir?
Okay, that is very exciting question. We will have intramurals through online. We will have basketball, volleyball through online. Just see to it that all of your students will provide the ball, okay? For the soccer, we will have also cheer dance, we will have dance sports, but through online. Okay? Ball games through online also. Just be sure you have a strong internet connection.
Okay, salamat kayo, Sir Kim. Ang next question nato dire para kang Ma'am Pabeka. Ma'am String? So, tito man lagi ni. Ma'am String?
Yes.
Yes, Ma'am String. Naay question para sa imo nga dire. Ma'am, unsaon na magpag-avail ang mga guidance services?
We have our virtual counseling. Then there's also a Facebook page. Facebook page sa Kon. There in the ito. Virtual counseling sa page. Ito may galang sa Facebook. O, mora to.
Jenny?
Jiv. Nagplano pa ko, Jiv.
Okay, sige. Salamat kay Ma'am String. Sige, ang sunod na question, ihatag na sa Sir Tito. Sir Tito? Dili si Ma'am Ana. Sir Tito.
Tungog.
Okay, Sir
Madungog.
Tito.
Things changes, language changes.
Sir Tito, para lang sa imo ha, sir,
Naman.
since ikaw man
Ako sa na intermission.
Sir Tito, tagpila daw ang module.
Tag 1,000 each.
Per subject na siya, sir, or
Subject.
per subject na siya, sir?
Per subject, 1,000 each. Kada quarter.
Part, saba, lagi na. Ano saba, eh?
Ano sabi?
Si Juan. Genesis.
Wala ko nagsaba, oy.
Imong background ba? Imong background.
Ha? Hindi ko man eh.
Sir Chris. Sure na 1,000. Sure na 1,000?
Oy, dili, oy, joke only.
Oh, kung gino, mga hotdog, mabalhin ko lang isplahan.
Okay, sige. Tapakadit lang. Mga kuha nga question, ha? Actually, si Ma'am Singsing naghataga nga question.
Oh.
Amo to siya, Sir Tips. Tagpila ang per module. So, roughly, tag 1,000, Sir Tips. Ana?
Wala naman siya. Apil na siya dito sa kuan test paper / module worth 500.
So, kanang 500, Sir Tito, is ano ra, kanang for 1 quarter or 1 school year?
Whole school year. Whole school year.
Okay. Sige, thank you so much, Sir Tito. Okay, next is si Sir Jen. Sir Jen.
Sir.
Sir, kaniyo,
$1 question.
sa grade school, if na ay worksheets nga i-provide ang teacher aside sa worksheet nga nasa libro, bayaran pa ba kini sa parents?
Actually, daily. Because the fact that we did already the provision of the textbook, it means there is no need for us to provide modules. If in case, halimbawa, ang teacher would decide to provide additional worksheet outside from the textbook, then that's already at the expense of the teacher na or the school. Dili na ang parents ang i-require na. Because it's already, it's given naman good that our main material is the textbook. So, and that would be an additional work for the cashier or kung kinsa bay collection personnel assign ana. So definitely we no longer allow a payment for that one. Provisional na sa eskwelahan, dili na ingon nga required pa ang parents magbayad.
Okay, thank you. Salamat kay Sir Jen.
You're welcome, Sir JB.
So, kana lang no, wala naman tayong mga questions. So, pero kung napa may questions, incoming questions, you can feel free to comment lang or feel free to, kung kabalo mo sa numbers sa inyong previous advisors sa inyong mga bata or na numbers anabuta, nawita. So, text them and inquire to them. Okay? So now, we are now closing our parents orientation virtual. Let's hear the closing remarks by Mrs. Sandilin A. Toyo, our advisor. Ma'am Rachan.
Sir JB? Ano yan ko ang...
Go ahead, ma'am. Go
Sir
ahead. Go ahead.
JB? Hello, Sir
Okay, ma'am.
JB.
Yes, closing remarks na ma'am.
Sa ka, nagputol-putol na minon ko karon. Na. Okay na? Okay, good morning everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. I would like to thank our dear principal, Sister Maria Adelaida C. Wilson, our VM, our academic coordinator, Mr. Jessis C. Tayanes, and other resource speakers for today's orientation, and of course, to all our dear parents. This pandemic we encounter will not hinder our goal to give better education to your children and to our students. But we will do our best to overcome this so-called new normal. And we won't waste this school year. Let's just support one another and we will make this school year remarkable in this year's history. Let's think positive and we can make this school year a successful one. Thank you and God bless us all.
Thank you so
Hello,
much,
Sir
ma'am.
JB.
Oh, okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Chan. Again, thank you so much, everyone. Hopefully, ay, napalit prayer. Now, to formally end this year beginning web orientation for parents, may I now call on Sir Tito Magalion for our closing prayer.
Okay. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Sir Tito,
Oo.
usa ibato ni mo audio or magyaw-yaw gyapon ka sa prayer.
Magyaw-yaw lang si Kuan ni.
Sa okay man nga natay kuan kana
Ha?
background na nimo or mo na ang prayer.
Ano na Kuan?
Mo na ang prayer.
Kuan naman siya. Ako ra din siya gitry dire. Ako ra ni siyang gitry.
Okay. Better to have ikuan Sir Tito. Ay lang pa music. Yaw-yaw lang.
Magyaw-yaw na lang no.
Ah,
Anyway, kuhaon pa man ako kang Sister Grace ang Kuan ani prayer gyud.
okay.
Dream of a world at peace. Dream of a world of love. Dream of a world at prayer. A world at peace in love with God. I have a mother in heaven. I have a queen in my heart. My mother's name is Mary. Blessed, handmaid of God.
That's all. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you. Okay, so to all the people who are watching this broadcast, I thank you for keeping in touch with us and keeping us through this whole broadcast. We appreciate you to our dear parents and to our dear students.
Christmas o John. Ang kulon sa pagkakapon na lang.
Okay, so thank you very much. And this has been Bayan. We are now signing off. Thank you so much.
Miss Ana, sigilo ko mo Ana. Ma'am Ana.
Basta ang isa lang guro sa 15 ha. Ang isa lang sa 15. December? Oo, di ba? Balik ako sa... Yes.
I-avoid na nimo ha kanang mag-talk wala dapat naka-mute ka. I-avoid nimo ang discussion ha during the orientation. And by the way, will you please kanabitan nyo ang ngalan sa inyong screen? Will you please change it into your complete name? Ha? Ayaw pag shortcut. Then, tangay na o kapilido nimo.
Okay.
Ayaw pag shortcut kay at least this is a formal man. Ma-address ang kung na-icon sa ng parents, ma-address ay ma-address. So, makaila sa imo. And another,
Mr. and Mrs. lang ha, Mr. Miss lang. Dili na ka ng ubang title padaghan ha.
Kasi kahit drama. Lipuan lang.
Complete name lang, complete name. Mr. Dayanis, Mr. Janice Dayanis, Mr. JB Sibayan.
And then Sir JB, I challenge you to have a good background. Like, you have to use green screen para nice yung background.
Dili man ako.
O that's why gani, magbutang ka o green screen na. Pati
Okay naman ang background si JB Kim.
Saka. Kana
Okay na lang.
Kang pabeka o saka kaya ang background. O, di ba? Pag yung saka, at big ayo. And then,
Hoy, si sister ba? Asa si sister? Kay kung mag-diri si sister
Which among the following is not a cause of language check?
dapat
Si sister,
sa Academy of Taguluan War.
ha?
Si Sister Adi ba? Diya siya dapat sa St. Mary sa Academy of Taguluan nimo.
Diri sa kuha?
Oo. Diya siya dapat sa
Okay.
imo.
So, paminaw sa basta ka ng before, after ka tawagon mo, dapat ko na wala pa yung presentation mag-admit sa I guess, no more round 2. Okay naman siguro, ready naman siguro for tomorrow.
Ako,
Then,
problema ko.
Yes.
wala, dili ka mag-briefing karon.
Tomorrow lang Kim, check lang ta sa mga PowerPoint tanan sa teachers ha. Sa mga speakers.
Yeah. And then what I mean ba, kung say suoto na to, uma.
Sir Jen.
Yes, JB. I don't know Kim, so man, say consensus na to naman.
Sir Jen ka ng overview. Di ba tanawa sa na imuhang katungkuan? Yatag katay mo gi-print.
Yes, sa man.
Di ba ang una kay overview of distance education and school continuity plan by Sister Adi?
Actually, na siya gikuan no gi-prepare daan ako lang gibasa lagi. Ako tatapos ang ganito.
Remarks? Remarks man daw na, ingon si Dadang.
Remarks ni siya.
Oo.
Kung sa distance education na mutong kaduwa ni mo siya tawagon, JB. Katos siya. Kaduwa siya tawagon.
Kisa daw ko na nag-ready sa PowerPoint.
Hala. Wala man ko nakakuan man.
Ikaw man daw, ingon si Dadang.
Hala. Dagan pa ako i-prepare, Dang. Ikaw lang, Dang. Tanawa na lang ng PowerPoint ni...
Sister, diba nag-ingon ka? Oy, nag-ingon ka ma, ikaw mag-prepare sa kuha ni sister na mo din nag-meeting. Excuse me ka doon.
Dang. Hala, ako yung mag-prepare.
Ay, dagan ko buhaton. Dagan ko nagigilin sa ako.
Dapas ako'y buhaton, actually. Dagan ka.
Naka-record.
Dang, minahalay ta, Dang. Magpinabangay ta.
Okay, basta ikaduha na ko tawagan ng sister tomorrow.
Sige na, i-end na, JB, please.
Gor, imong mic bitaw kay kuan kanang langob.
Magpalit ma. Katong tagkuan ba 10,000.
I-down lang, anak lang.
Magpalit ko mag tag 10,000.
Sige, go.
Madunggan ako mo.
And then reminders lang everyone nga please ibutang ang inyong mga like reminders na gusto ipa-remind for tomorrow kay Kamay ra ko ang naibawaan nga reminders. So, sinapa mo ipa-remind. Hello?
Picture ko din. Ano? Sige na, GB, pag-end na. Pag-end na.
Okay, sige, pag-end na. End.